The ball is now firmly in the EU court, considering that Article 50 specifically outlines that all 27 remaining EU countries must unanimously vote to even allow an extension. Mr. Trichet, there's elections coming up in May. The Council, European Council meets next Thursday and Friday on the discussion of this topic. But by May 23rd, if they're still in, they have to stay in. They have to do and participate in elections. Why is the EU making this so difficult? Do we really want to keep a country in that wants to get out? What are your thoughts on the 27 countries voting unanimously?
Rick, it's a pleasure to be with you. First, I would say that it's likely to be very easy, in my opinion, if it is clear that next week the deal presented by the Prime Minister is agreed upon by the House of Commons. If it is the case, then the idea is only to delay from the normal date, March 29, to end of June. And then it seems absolutely normal because, of course, there is a lot of new legislation to be processed in the House of Commons. This is a time which is relatively small, and I don't expect any problem for the 27 to vote in favor of that particular delay. Of course, we are in a totally different universe if the House of Commons rejects a new time the proposal made by the Prime Minister. Then we are in a totally, I would say, unexpected, of course, situation and unpredictable situation, because it would depend again entirely on the maturing in London. And I expect that the 27 would be much more reluctant to give some kind of long delay without knowing exactly where we are going. But it's mainly, it seems to me, a problem for the Prime Minister to win the next vote in the House of Commons. And there are some signs which are positive in this respect, but we will see.
Mr. Trichet, you know, I'm only one lottery ticket victory from buying a big fancy car. I look to the comments, I look at the politics in the UK. I think you're making a big supposition. If they don't vote for Theresa May, is the EU and the commissioners, are they going to be happy if it turns out they're going to have to crash out anyway? I guess the real question is, and we don't have much time, the remaining countries just seem to be more prohibitive than I would be. If a club tries to hold members in that don't want to stay in, should not you, the EU, try to make this more palatable? Your final thought. I don't think the House of Commons on the third try is going to vote on it.
Well, I really think, frankly speaking, that the problem is in London and not in the 27. Fancy that the 27 are there, they are fully united. They are asking the UK to make up his mind or to stay. If again, if there is no other solution, and all the 27 would be happy, in my own reading of the situation, if finally the UK says, well, it's too complicated, finally we stay. You know that we did not create the problem in Ireland.
Mr. Trichet, we're out of time. We're out of time, but I guess my final thought is 17.4 million Brits voted for Brexit. And yes, it was a closed vote. But really, the issue here is being ruled by a group that really they don't feel has their interests and they don't get direct voting on. This issue is bigger than just the Irish backstop.